What if the financial advice you were given your entire life? Go to school, get a good job, save hard, invest in index funds, and retire at 65 was not just slow, but structurally broken. Not broken because you weren't disciplined enough. Broken because the math literally cannot deliver wealth while you are still young enough to enjoy it. That is the uncomfortable truth at the center of this book. The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco is not a get-rich-quick scheme, and it is not a motivational pep talk. It is a systematic breakdown of why conventional wealth building fails most people, and a practical framework for building the kind of financial freedom that arrives in years, not decades. Most people will spend 40 years following advice that was never designed to make them wealthy young. They will trade the best decades of their lives for a retirement that may arrive too late, too small, or not at all. This book forces you to confront a simple but painful question. Is the road you are currently on mathematically capable of taking you where you actually want to go? True wealth is not a number in a bank account. DeMarco defines it as a trinity. Family, meaning deep and present relationships. Fitness, meaning the health to actually enjoy your life. And freedom, meaning the ability to choose how every single day is spent. Money is not the goal. Money is the tool that buys freedom back. And the only way to acquire that tool fast enough to matter is to build scalable business systems that generate income completely independent of your time. Roadmaps and mindset. Every person is traveling one of 3 financial roads, and the road you choose determines your mathematical ceiling, not your effort level. Reject sidewalk and slow lane. The sidewalk has no plan at all. Wealth is treated as income plus whatever credit can support, leaving you permanently one emergency away from collapse. The slow lane looks responsible. It has a job, a 401k, index funds, and frugality. But it is built on what DeMarco calls the 5-for-2 trade. You sacrifice 5 days of your life every week in exchange for 2 days of freedom. Do that math across 40 years, and you are looking at a negative 60% return on your most valuable asset. There is also a trap DeMarco calls faux wealth. Buying luxury items on debt to look wealthy while actually building lifestyle servitude. You end up working to maintain appearances instead of building freedom. Switch teams. The deeper shift is identity. Society conditions most people to be consumers, to spend, borrow, and accumulate. Producers think differently. They look at every market and ask, what can I build here? What problem can I solve? What system can I create that others will pay for? Wealth flows toward creators, not buyers. 3 roads, 1 choice. Sidewalk means no plan. Slow lane means capped by time. Fast lane means controllable, scalable, and unlimited. The road you choose is a decision, and most people make it by default. Once you understand which road you have been on, the next question is, what makes the fast lane work mathematically? Mathematics of wealth. The slow lane fails not because people are lazy. It fails because its formula has a ceiling baked in. Leverage Q. The slow lane runs on uncontrollable limited leverage, a salary capped at 24 hours a day, and stock returns averaging 8% annually. You cannot meaningfully expand either variable. The fast lane replaces this with controllable unlimited leverage. The formula is wealth equals net profit plus asset value. Net profit equals units sold multiplied by unit profit. Asset value equals net profit multiplied by the industry multiple. Every variable is within your control and has no ceiling. A 1% improvement in your conversion rate can produce income jumps that would take a slowlaner a decade of races to match. Law of affection. To make millions, you must impact millions. either through scale, meaning a massive volume of people, or magnitude, meaning extremely high value delivered to a smaller group. A local shop serves hundreds. A software platform serves millions. The math rewards scale and magnitude, and it brutally punishes those who fail to leverage at least one of them. Target liquidation events. Fastlaners do not get rich from salaries. They build an appreciating business asset and sell it in a single massive liquidation event. Compound interest then preserves that wealth. It does not create it. That distinction completely reframes the role of investing. Knowing the formula is only useful if you apply it to the right business. Most businesses cannot plug into this equation at all. NECST filter. Not every business is a fast lane. Most are just expensive jobs in disguise. The NECST framework is a 5-point test that determines whether a business can actually route to wealth. Need an entry. The business must solve a real problem the market has, not a problem you invented because you love the craft. The market pays for what it needs, not what you enjoy doing. And if anyone can start your business in an afternoon, competition will destroy your margins. High entry barriers are not obstacles. They are protection. Control and scale. You must be the driver, not a hitchhiker. Building on someone else's platform, a franchise, an MLM, or a third-party marketplace means they set your rules, control your pricing, and can remove your income without warning. Real fastlaners own the system, and that system must be able to reach national or global scale. A local ceiling is a wealth ceiling, unless you are delivering extreme high-ticket value, where magnitude alone can produce millions. Time. The final test. Can the business run without you? If your absence for 1 month stops all revenue, you have not built a business. You have built a job with longer hours and no paid leave. Once the business passes the filter, the operational goal becomes building something that generates income while you sleep. Money trees. A money tree is a system that produces income independently of your active labor. Building one is the core operational work of the fast lane. Divorce income from time. The goal is to stop trading hours for dollars and start building systems that run autonomously. Parasitic debt is the enemy here. It forces you into indentured time. Mandatory work just to service what you owe, which destroys the free time you need to build anything at all. 5 seedlings. There are 5 types of money trees worth building. Rental systems like real estate or licensing. Software and internet platforms. Content systems like books or courses. Distribution networks. And human resource systems where trained teams run operations independently. Freedom threshold. The money tree is fully grown when monthly passive income permanently exceeds monthly expenses. At that point, work becomes optional, not at 65, but at whatever age you finish building. Knowing what to build is only half the equation. The other half is executing well enough to make people choose you over everyone else. Execution and branding. Ideas are worthless. Every person who has ever started a business had an idea. What separates the wealthy from the stuck is relentless execution. Execution beats ideas. An idea is a neurological event, a spark of potential with zero inherent value. Until someone acts on it, you do not need an original concept. Massive wealth is frequently built by taking an existing idea and executing it significantly better than the competition. One critical distinction: get rich quick is real and achievable. Get rich easy is a scam. The fast lane produces rapid wealth, but only after a red line phase of years of intense, unsexy, sacrificial work before the payoff arrives. Anchor with USP. Businesses without a clear identity compete on price alone. A race to the bottom Your unique selling proposition is one clear, urgent reason a customer should choose you over every alternative. Features do not sell. Translated benefits do. Tell people what your product does for them, not what it is. Deliver, SUCS, superior unexpected customer service, is DeMarco's most underrated insight. Modern service is so poor that simply delighting a customer, going beyond what they expected, turns them into a free evangelist. The most powerful marketing available, costs almost nothing. All of this strategy means nothing if the person driving the vehicle, you, is running on empty. Vehicle and decisions. You are the vehicle. A neglected vehicle breaks down before reaching any destination, regardless of how good the road is. Change your oil. Continuous self-education is non-negotiable. Graduation is not the finish line. It is the starting line. Every commute, every workout, every waiting room is a learning opportunity. Ignorance is not a fixed trait. It is a daily choice. Protect your time. Time is the scarcest resource, not money. Eliminating parasitic debt and time drains is not frugality. It is reclaiming the hours needed to build systems. Evaluate risks. Before any major decision, classify the risk. Intelligent risks have a limited downside and an unlimited upside. Launching a business, making a calculated bet. Moronic risks have an unlimited downside and a limited upside. Gambling, a paycheck, making irreversible decisions on impulse. Know the difference before you move. Quantify, major pivots. Use worst-case consequence analysis for daily decisions. Ask what the absolute worst outcome is, how likely it is, and whether you can survive it. Use the weighted average decision matrix for major life pivots. Assign numerical weights to what matters most. Score your options, and let logic lead instead of emotion. Own your steering wheel. Responsibility means accepting that your current outcomes are the result of your own past choices. Accountability means committing to different behavior going forward. Blame is a permanent break. The moment you outsource your outcomes to luck, the economy, or other people, you surrender the steering wheel entirely. Here is what to take away from this book. First, diagnose your current road, sidewalk, slough lane, or fast lane, and understand its mathematical ceiling. Second, stop building businesses on passion and start building them on market need. Third, run every business idea through the NECST filter before investing serious time or money. Fourth, identify which of the 5 money tree types fits your skills and resources. Fifth, execute before you feel ready. The market will teach you faster than any plan will. The Millionaire Fastlane is not telling you that wealth is easy. It is telling you that the road most people are on cannot take you there, and that a different road exists. The work is real. The sacrifice is real. But so is the destination. The only question is whether you are willing to change roads. If this resonated, subscribe for more book breakdowns like this. And if you want to read the full book, the purchase link is in the description below.